Tapos itim. Siguro kita. Yun. Alawa kasi siya, hindi ko alam. Ano? Nasa dyan. Yun o. Yan, diba? Dito gilid. Tutok-tok, pangalawa. Ayun o. Gilid. Ito. Ayun o. Ako nga no. Hindi ka nakikita. Hindi ko napansin eh. Live dito. Nag-live. Ito. Enorme pera. Ayan po sa taas. Dito po sa right. Tapos ano po. Oo nga po.
Give another round of applause for these grads. Welcome graduates, family, grasslands, welcome graduates, family, grasslands employees, and friends. My name is Michelle Garova, and this is my partner in crime, Tyler Powell, and we are the vice principals at BCHS. What a blessing it is to be celebrating at the CRA with this graduating class of 2022. I have a special place in my heart for these graduates for many reasons. One of them being that because when my twin girls were babies, they were used for their Roots of Empathy program with Amazing Kids in grade 6. So now my kids are 7 and they are all in grade 12. I'm honored to welcome everyone here and hope you enjoy this morning's graduation ceremony. Now let's kick off this ceremony with the singing of O Canada by Johnny Song.
Không có tay.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true North strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Next up to our tree certain acknowledgement, we have Mr. Wayne.
Okay, my name is Wayne Levin, and I speak Kenya for Grassland Public Schools. I acknowledge its true-centered territory and the ancestral and traditional territory of the Black Country. When I begun and Siksigat, as well as just the First Nations and the Stoney Nakoda First Nations. We acknowledge the many First Nations, Métis, and Inuit whose footsteps have marked these lands for generations. We are grateful for the traditional knowledge keepers and elders who are still with us today and those who have gone before us. We recognize the land as part of reconciliation and gratitude to those whose territory we sat on or are visiting.
Thank you, Wayne. Next up, we have the principal of BCHS, Mr. Jeff Petley-Jones.
Well, first of all, it's great to be back inside for grad. Before I begin, as Mr. Robert just did, let's take a moment to recognize the accomplishments of this group of fine young women and men to my left. I would also like to take this opportunity to thank Mrs. Stroder, Mrs. Baumgartner, Mrs. Riddell Fulton, Mrs. French, and everyone else who's worked on and came together to make this such a momentous occasion for our graduates today. I would also like to ask the grad class to join me in thanking two teachers that helped shape them over the last 3 years as they're leaving us at the end of this year, Ms. Lindberg and Ms. Spence. Well, folks, you made it. Just as school life is beginning to return to normal, you're all off to explore new dreams, horizons, and educational opportunities. I'm sure when you first came to BCHS in September of 2019, you were expecting a much different high school experience. Although there's a ton that many of you might have liked to see changed, I can say that you have perhaps left a more significant mark on BCHS than any graduation class before. Simply put, the accomplishments you achieved were in such a short amount of time that it has to be noted. We've seen you leave an indelible mark on BCHS, whether it be in the fine arts, the academics, sports, Adam, Des Moines, Sarah, Bryn, Chelsea, Lauren, and Kylie leading our senior girls to silver provincials. In skills, Kendall and Sophia being national bronze medalists in 2D animation. For citizenship, Des Moines, Adam, Nikki, Toulouse, Abdi, Asiya, Mashat, Marion, Nahil, Aaliyah, and Emily, and all of your work on our University of Calgary grant. I know I speak for all the staff when I say you will be the most memorable grad class we've ever had, simply for what you've had to endure over the entirety of your high school career. The past 3 years have been hectic and chaotic, inside school and on the outside world. You've experienced something that had not happened since 1918 with this pandemic, this time the COVID-19 pandemic. You've seen a social justice movement that has taken hold here in Canada as well as in the surrounding world. You've seen a war break out in Europe for the first time since the conclusion of the Second World War. You've basically packed 100 years of historical events into a 3-year period. That's something to be proud of. Here at UCHS, we went from regular school to home learning. We went back to school, but masked, while many of you experienced your own shutdowns due to isolation. In addition to numerous government shutdowns. Through all this, you all soldiered on with a smile and a positive attitude, and nothing else has shown your patience and persistence in getting it done. I would also like to take a moment to acknowledge TJ and Brayden. These two young men did not miss one class of their grade 12 years, which can be difficult at the best of times, let alone during school during COVID. Congratulations, guys. I think we can all agree that you folks have definitely shown incredible resilience over the past 3 years. With constantly shifting health targets at school and being part of the fabric of BCHS, allowing to do so in unconventional ways, whether that meant competing at skills for a computer screen, practicing for band in a taped-off 3-foot section in the band room, to having the remainder of basketball, badminton, and track season canceled when you were in grade 10, and then only being able to practice the following year with no opportunity to compete. The resilience that you have shown over the previous 3 years definitely helped you this year when you were often competing in empty gyms or smaller capacity band concerts. I know that the resilience you've shown will mean more to you as time passes, and you look back at just what you've accomplished in your 3 years here at BCHS. In conclusion, I want you to realize that your life will continue to evolve and change as the years go by. COVID may have robbed you of many things over the past 3 years, but has also taught you, all of you, just how patient, resilient, and persistent you all are. And I'm going to date myself here. To quote the band Shovel Woman, who had a big hit in 1997, and their hit song Tub Thumping, I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. After the past 3 years that the grad class of 2022 has had, I think we can all agree that no matter how many times you get knocked down, you're going to keep getting up. You're not going to keep going. You're not going to be cut down going forward, and that the grad class of 2022 is what the world needs more than ever. Congratulations.
Next up with our valedictorian address, the world record holder in unicycle Rubik's Cube solving, Jesse Bradford.
And that's why I wasn't active over there, guys. But it's okay. I still have my index cards, so they're all in order. Well, that just got a lot harder. Before I start, I just want to say, be careful what you promise. See, I made a lot of promises about this grad speech. You've already seen some of those promises, and I'm starting to regret some of the things I said I would do. So you'll see a few more things in the speech, but anyways. Hello everyone, it is an honor to be the valedictorian for the graduating class of 2022 for the first composite high school. It has been a privilege to attend the high school, and I want to thank all the parents, students, teachers, and administrators that made our experience at the high school so memorable. I think everyone, whether they like high school or not, can agree with me that it was definitely memorable. The high school graduation ceremony is a great time to look back and reflect on the past 3 years of our lives. In this extremely short speech, don't you just hate it when speakers go off on tangents and it makes their speech way longer? Speaking of tangents, that reminds me of the time, just kidding, I'm not going to put you through the horrors of calculus class. That's a slippery slope. And if you got that joke, I'm sorry, but you are a math nerd. Yes, I am talking to you, Mrs. Morris. Alright, well, anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, I want to recall some of the things we have learned as a class together over our high school career before we embark on separate journeys. The first thing I want to talk about is unicycling. As many of you know, I like to unicycle all over town in my spare time. When I was first learning, I fell off lots, and when I say lots, I do mean lots. I learned what failure was pretty quickly. As our class progressed through high school, we quickly learned what failure was as well, especially after that first math test in grade 10. I don't want to name any names, Liam should be, but it was not pretty. I am surprised Dr. K didn't just throw the towel in her class and call the air wash. But that's not what's important. I literally just put that in there so you could laugh at later. So go ahead and have a good laugh. I'm sorry. Back to the main point of my speech. Unicycling is a challenge, and we all need to learn it. No, I'm just kidding. That can't be the main point, right? There's got to be some content in this jumble of words. Nope, I guess not. All my good points are on the index cards. Whoa, I'm getting off topic. What I've been trying to say is, wasn't this awkward? I knew I was missing that page. Okay, now's the perfect time to put in a classic motivational cliche, isn't it, guys? How about this? You will face many defeats in your life, but never let yourself be defeated. Pretty convincing, eh? Wow, this is harder than I thought to stay on the topic. I finally understand how you feel, Mrs. Morris. Now, as some of the people in the high school know, I struggled with cooking. Once, in grade 11 foods class, I was making popcorn on the stove. No big deal, right? Wrong. It would appear you can burn popcorn if the stove is too hot. And if the stove isn't clean and it's too hot, it lights on fire. And fire causes smoke, and smoke causes school-wide evacuation. I didn't know any of these things before my grade 11 foods class. So hopefully someone out there younger than me can learn from these mistakes. Or older than me, guys, it's never too late to learn. Anyhow, I moved on and I tried being an educator. I can truthfully say that I passed grade 12 foods, thanks to Mr. Graham, and I'm a slightly more competent cook than I was in grade 11. The point of the story is this: failure can be embarrassing and in some cases life-threatening. It can often turn someone away from ever trying that particular thing again. In my experience though, when we try again, we often bring about our greatest achievements. Trying again is the hardest thing for someone to do, especially in high school. The pressure to succeed can be placed on our shoulders by our parents, grandparents, teachers, siblings,